There's a little bit of clay shirky in us today. Cognitive surplus, folks that are volunteering their time to engage in these challenges and prizes. But it is an important message from everything that you've heard. There is a business case for entrepreneurship and innovation in this space. In January, the President unveiled the StartUp America initiative, calling on all members of our ecosystem, entrepreneurs, angel investors, VCs, and everyone in between, to come together to promote high-growth entrepreneurship, to celebrate that which has made our economy thrive over the previous several decades. Critical to this is what we call the fifth pillar of StartUp America. That is unleashing new market opportunities. And as you've heard all day today, this health and wellness movement is most certainly a new market opportunity. I am really excited to announce today, in the spirit of the President's StartUp America partnership and collaboration, the next formal announcement that will come to you. And to make that announcement, please welcome to the stage Steve Krine from New York City, who's going to make a big deal on a big opportunity. Make us all successful in healthcare. Come on, thank you.
I'm sure everybody came away today thinking what I have heard Todd Park say now probably a dozen times. There has never in the history of the world been a better time to be innovating in health and wellness and be a health and wellness entrepreneur. It is so obvious that the treasure trove of data that you got to see on display today has unleashed ideas in everyone. I'm sure that not only were the people that displayed the great apps today sharing things that had never been done before, but you might have even been thinking about an idea and how to turn it into actually a business. There's not only a treasure trove of data, but there's software development kits that anybody for $99 can download and create an app, an iPad app or an iPhone app. And so imagine, over the last 50 years, you used to have to be a PhD, get together a bunch of scientists, spend years and years developing innovative ideas in health and wellness, and you had to get a lot of money. And so what else, when you look at what's happening today, is needed to make that happen? And what I'm announcing today is an initiative called StartUp Health. The initiative is designed specifically to inspire entrepreneurship in health and wellness. It's about not only inspiring entrepreneurship, but providing resources and education and mentorship, and the beginning of connecting all the dots that are needed to not just create an app with some data or download a software development kit, but to create a business, a long-term sustainable business in health and wellness. So this initiative is being launched. I'm the CEO of Organized Wisdom, and also with an exciting announcement that we're joining the StartUp America partnership, as Anish told you. And our focus is to do 5 things, very simply. And that is improve access to long-term mentorship, education, and coaching for entrepreneurs who want to build businesses in this space. We also want to provide access to tools and resources and data like you saw today. And also focus on making access to capital not so far removed from the entrepreneur. Stage-appropriate capital, and most importantly, as I found as an entrepreneur, from investors who care about health and wellness. Those that have been moved, like I was when a friend was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, to get involved with health and wellness. And I'm really excited to announce that this initiative is being chaired by the former CEO and chairman of Time Warner, Jerry Levin. And so you can imagine that one of the first things that we did was when we looked at StartUp America partnership, we said, how can we bring this incredible initiative to health and wellness? And so they agreed to do what's going to be the first of 3 roundtables called StartUp Health Roundtables that we're announcing here. It's going to be held on July 13th in New York City. It's going to be hosted by Scott Case, who is the CEO of the StartUp America partnership. And the second and third challenges I'm also going to announce today. We're going to do the second one with Todd Park and HHS, who's also going to come to New York and really bring together investors and entrepreneurs and students to talk about how we can bridge this gap between the capital and the entrepreneurs and the organizations and the businesses that can actually make a difference here. And the third one is actually going to take place in September in California at Health 2.0, and we were very happy to announce that Thomas Getz is actually going to host that, who wrote Decision Tree. For those of you who haven't read it, an amazing book. But all three of these roundtables are focused on beginning the conversation to bridge all of these pieces. And our goal is to outline an entire roadmap to take an entrepreneur from sitting in the audience dreaming about an idea and all the way through over the many years and the many obstacles and many stages of their business. And so one of the second things that we are announcing today is something that already today has taken off. It's called the Startup Health Pledge. We're looking for investors and entrepreneurs and businesses and organizations and foundations that are pledging themselves to commit to doing something innovative in health and wellness. So it's supporting the health and wellness ecosystem. And so I'm proud to announce that, as I already mentioned about Startup America and Organized Wisdom and HealthData.gov, that Health 2.0 and two of the newest, I think, most innovative things happening in the space to connect entrepreneurs to capital is one called Rock Health, which is an accelerator in California that's bringing together entrepreneurs to build very innovative health and wellness apps, and a new accelerator launching in New York called Blueprint Health. So we couldn't be more excited to be here to announce what I believe is the beginning of not only connecting all the dots, but actually changing health and wellness in a way that never could have been done before. And so while the access to the data and the access to the tools are there, we want to bring everything else and give access and connect the dots so that they can fund a business and create a long-term sustainable business. What I'd like to ask everybody to do who cares about health and wellness, and I know it's a lot of you, is to identify yourselves. Go to startuphealth.com and just take the pledge. A very simple statement says, I'm committed to supporting the startup ecosystem around health and wellness. And I will assure you that through these roundtables and through many announcements that are coming about other details about this initiative, you're going to see things in this space over the next couple of years that you never could have imagined. And so I am so proud to be here and have watched what I heard Todd describe at South by Southwest as this Health Data Palooza. I think you delivered on what your promise was, and I just wanted to give you a round of applause for an incredible gift that you're giving entrepreneurs. And the companies that are here, I know, have been talking all over about the amazing work that your team put into this. So I thank you for having me here, and I really thank you for allowing us to launch Startup Health here. And I hope everyone will take the pledge. Please find me. And we are looking for anybody who wants to be involved in this movement to get involved by going here. And let's have a great rest of the afternoon. Thank you very much.
So with that, after you've experienced the Palooza, now we're going to actually contextualize it. So I'm pleased to introduce three fantastic panelists who can bring a wealth of perspective, both from the inside and outside the healthcare system,